Good afternoon, this is Sean Golding with Golding & Golding here to discuss what to do if you were contacted by the IRS special agents. So the IRS special agents are not like your typical IRS revenue agents or IRS officers. And if you're under an audit and you get a notice of audit, notice of examination, and they might send an information document request, those are civil. When you're in a civil audit, there is really no risk in that audit of there being any criminal implication. Now that matter may be referred to a supervisor who then may refer it for criminal investigation. But when you're in the midst of a civil audit, it's just a civil audit. Now, if you're contacted by the IRS special agents, it's a little bit different because then there's potential criminal investigations. Typically, the special agents only get involved when there's a criminal component. So when taxpayers receive a notice that they're under investigation, or if they've been contacted by special agents, they should be cautious and they should take heed before they correspond or communicate with the agents. So typically what will happen is the IRS agents will approach you, or special agents, I apologize. Special agents approach you in twos. They typically don't act alone. They'll try to catch you off guard, right? Their goal is to get you to talk. So they'll try to get you when you're coming out of the health club, or if you're at home just getting ready to leave for the day, if you just got back from the day. Sometimes they even come to your place of employment. The concept is that they want to catch you off guard, so they get you to talk before you've had a chance to retain counsel. Counsel will presumably tell you, most likely, at least in the beginning, not to say anything. So what do you do after you've been contacted? So ideally, you would have an attorney with you. Why? Because when you talk to an attorney, there's an attorney-client privilege. There's certain privileges when you have an accountant as well, but they don't impact or they don't protect you when it's impacting criminal implications. So an accounting privilege is a basic privilege that impacts if it's a civil matter. It's not as strong as when you have an attorney-client privilege. So if you speak to a CPA or an accountant about potential criminal matters, the IRS agents can subpoena those tax professionals. You have to be careful what you say, okay? A lot of times what will happen is before having an attorney, the taxpayer will reach out because they think, oh, they can just take care of this, no problem. They're one step ahead of the IRS agents, and maybe you're smarter than the agent, right? But you don't know why the agent is contacting you. It's like a guilty conscience. You may think that they're contacting you because of A, but in fact it's actually because of B, and now you've given them all this information about A that they didn't have when really they were just coming to talk to you about B. It may not even be about you. You may be considered a third-party witness for somebody else. And finally, when you get one of those cards, you want to respond timely. If they leave their information, conceptually, you're going to want to bury your head in the sand oftentimes and not think about it, hope it goes away. But, you don't want to be the last one on the bus when it comes to this kind of stuff, right? You want to be able to communicate with the special agents, with your counsel, about the specifics of why they're contacting you without giving any additional unnecessary, superfluous information. And sometimes if you wait too long, then that gives everyone else an opportunity to talk first, and that could have a negative impact on you as well. If you're out of compliance because you think you did something not kosher, you want to get into compliance, there's various programs you can use, whether it's domestic or offshore, or both will impact which programs you qualify for. If you're willful, for now at least until the program changes, you would do the voluntary disclosure program, domestic or offshore. If you're non-willful, there's various programs available. They have to have an offshore international foreign component. You have the streamlined procedures, you have the delinquency procedures, and you have reasonable cause. We have a ton of free information available on our main website and our sub-websites. You can always reach out, schedule a reduced fee initial consultation if it's appropriate to your matter, and it's something that we handle here. Again, my name is Sean Golding with Golding & Golding. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.